When we think about understanding language, we usually think of humans. Words, grammar, meaning, emotion. But what if I told you that one animal didn't just learn commands? It actually understood human language on a deep cognitive level? Meet Kanzi, a bonobo chimpanzee, who changed everything scientists thought they knew about animal communication. Most animals can be trained to respond to sounds or gestures. A dog hears sit and sits. A dolphin jumps when it hears a whistle. But Kanzi didn't just react. He understood. Kanzi learned to communicate using a keyboard made of symbols called lexigrams. Each symbol represented a word, like apple, go, play, hurt, you, me, good, and even abstract ideas like later and now. But here's what most people don't know. Kanzi wasn't trained the way other animals were. He learned by listening. While scientists were trying to teach Kanzi's mother language, Kanzi was just sitting nearby, watching, listening, absorbing. And one day, he walked up to the keyboard and used it correctly, on his own. No drills, no commands, no rewards, just understanding. That alone shocked researchers. But what came next was even more incredible. Kanzi could understand spoken English, not just single words, but full sentences. Scientists tested him using new sentences he had never heard before. Not things like sit or eat banana, but things like, can you take the pine needles outside and put them in the trash? And Kanzi did exactly that. Another test. Go get the carrot and give it to Rose. He went to the kitchen, picked up the carrot, and handed it to the correct person. This wasn't memorization. This was comprehension. Most people think animals just react to tone of voice. But Kanzi understood the structure of language, who was doing what to whom. Subject, verb, object. That's something scientists once believed only humans could do. And here's a secret most people don't know. Kanzi even understood time concepts. He could respond differently to words like now and later. If you said, we'll go outside later, he wouldn't rush to the door. But if you said, we're going outside now, he would immediately get ready. That means he wasn't just hearing sounds. He understood when things were going to happen. He also showed understanding of intent. If a human looked frustrated, Kanzi would often try to help, offering tools, food, or gestures of comfort. That's emotional intelligence, not just language. Another mind-blowing fact? Kanzi made jokes. Once, instead of asking for food, he pressed symbols that translated to something like, you chase Kanzi. He wanted to play, and he used language creatively to express it. Creativity is a huge sign of true intelligence. And here's something that almost nobody talks about. Kanzi could understand language better than some human toddlers. In formal tests, Kanzi outperformed 2-year-old children in understanding spoken instructions. Let that sink in. A bonobo understood human speech better than human babies. So what does this really tell us? It tells us that the gap between humans and animals is much smaller than we think. That intelligence isn't just about speaking, it's about understanding. And Kanzi proved that language is not just a human gift, it's something the mind can learn, if it's given the chance. So next time you look at an animal, remember this. You might be looking at a mind that understands far more than it can ever say.